When I first thought of the poison bug build, I assumed it was crazy. There was no way it would work, but I was in the marketplace one day and I saw this beautiful Axie, this DUSK POCKY build with barb strike and grass snake as well as chomp. It's just such a cool build. It has poison, it has stun, it's got a lot of outplay potential. I bought this thing for less than 0.02 and I was hoping maybe, just maybe, it would work. However, recently I hit top 10,000 using this exact build. Earlier today we did it, so there's still a lot of work to do, but this felt really good. Just like season 19 when I brought a unicorn build to the top 10,000, I'm hoping to do it again. It's always with an annoying team. Season 19 was Anemones. Season 20 might be bugs. But hey, I'm having a lot of fun. And the Dusk Poison Pocky build is truly interesting to me. With all that said, here are some highlight matches. Let's check it out. This first match is up against a pretty common composition. We see a lot of these, so a poison plant in the front with the leaf bug, Sirius, and pumpkin, energy manip, and poison. A shrimpinator fish with the barb strike for attacking on the backdoor attack, and extra poison there. And then a classic Terminator in the back. Terminator for the end game, we all know very well. My first draw in this match, I don't have a ton of discards. I do have a lot of defensive cards, but since they don't have a lot of turn 1 damage, they're usually going to rest. I decide to rest and just save up my strength a little bit. They go for a pumpkin and a yam, so they're putting 1 poison on my bug, but for the most part, I'm happy here, avoiding the shields and hopefully getting some better value on round 2. Now, round 2, I do opt to go for as much damage as I can. I really want to deal with this plant and try to kill it on round 2, since they already used their pumpkin, and if they don't have a second one, then I'm feeling good. They end up resting, and I do get this plant dead, taking it out of last stand, discarding one of their cards. They still have a lot of cards in their hand, but I'm feeling pretty good with my double bug Dusk, and they only have 2 left. I'm thinking, okay, I just got to kill the fish, and it's a pretty easy end game against the Termi. Round 3, I want to save up some energy. I only have 2 energy, and with this team, since I don't have any energy gain, I really want to build up the energy. I decide to rest, and I'm surprised that my opponent does the same. They're resting as well. In retrospect, maybe because their Dusk just had most of the cards, they're saving up for the shrimp combo. They do draw it on round 4. I'm actually going to play a good amount of attacks here. I'm trying to get value from my Dusk as the match goes on, because I know they have a shrimp, and I know they want to attack my Dusk, and I want to have those shields up if they do it. It's round 4. It's pretty likely. They throw a bunch of attacks at me. I do get stunned in the front, but I push some decent damage and a little bit of poison. We even get a crit on this fish. Feels pretty good. At the end of the turn, I've done a decent amount of damage. I have taken some poison in the back, poison in the front, so my midliner is the only one at full health. The Dusk is starting to look a little weak, but their fish is in trouble. You know, I'm feeling okay right now. I'm really wanting to finish off their fish. And here I shield up. I play a goo with 2 Sunder Claws. I'm hoping this is going to work. Unfortunately, they, with the poison and the allergic, it's just right. My bug doesn't get to do anything. All of a sudden, I'm worried because this midline bug is looking like it's going to be the last one standing. I really want my Dusk to be the finisher for these Dusk Termies. Like, my Dusk will beat their Dusk. Starting to get worried. I do double barb here. I don't attack with the bug. I want to shield up on the Dusk, and that does pay off because I'm able to kill their fish and keep my Dusk alive. Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can get good value from the Dusk. It's 4 damage per action. We still have about 15 cards left. Maybe there's something here, right? This turn, I regret it. I Pocky and I get stunned. It's not a big deal if I draw a grass snake, but when I get stunned here, it's like, I should have saved up for a full 4 energy attack, ideally, or I should have bought myself another turn. This Dusk's damage is very powerful in the end game. As it is, we're pushing some damage on the Termi. They're down to 286, but I'm starting to get real nervous. I'm gonna keep drawing. I'm looking for a grass snake before my Dusk dies. Can I get a grass snake? Can I please draw a grass snake? Round 9, I gotta get one, right? I just don't. No 0 costs. No 0 costs. And as you can see, it's getting pretty bleak. I think if I hadn't let my Dusk get stunned here, I could have killed the Termi. Like, these matches are pretty good, but unfortunately, in this particular first match, we just take the L. Still, you can see that it was pretty close. You could see the team almost popped off. We had a good opening, but things went wrong. Let's try another one. This match has me up against a really extreme tanky plant up front. It's got Zigzag and Rosebud for double healing parts, a Pumpkin for shields, and then Hatsoon with 80 more shields. It's just ridiculously tanky, so I really want to use burst damage on this thing. Don't let it heal up. Don't attack into the shields. The Beast is also pretty out there with a Merry Legion. Add 20% shield to this Axie when played in a chain. It is a Beast card. It's one I almost never see, though. They got the Goda Cottontail combo as well as the Ronin, so interesting Beast. And then a high damage Bird with Dark Swoop, the Egg, and then the 130 damage Kingfisher. This is a very high damage card. You usually don't see it because Blackmail is so common, but a lot of damage on this thing. Chill to remove Last Stand. A formidable team. Turn 1, I end up just going for some defense and some card discard. This is good because I stun them out of the second Ronin, which keeps my bug relatively healthy, and I am able to discard one of their cards, getting value from both my cards there. Very good. On round 2, I'm really still thinking about getting this burst damage. I'm really thinking about it. I end up going ahead and doing it. They have 5 cards in hand. I'm lucky as hell they didn't play anything because they had a bunch of plant cards. I'm not sure why they didn't. Honestly, if they had defended that turn, it would have been a completely different match. I guess they thought I would rest for some reason. I don't know why they rested there. A little bit odd, and now they're in defense mode. I toss up some shields in the front, and they hit me with the Goda. And I mean, it's worth mentioning this match was a little bit lower than my peak after a losing streak. This is around like 14 to 1500 MMR, so maybe that's why my opponent played weird. I don't know. We were like 150,000th place. It wasn't, I don't know, because those plays are kind of weird. It is what it is, though. Continuing on, the Bird hits me with a double Kingfisher, bopping the Bug. I poison hit their Beast. They Goda me back. We're down to 0 energy. I double Sunder and the Fish Snack. Their Beast is down to 238 health. And right now I'm feeling okay, but the thing is, with the Bird that has Egg, they can really play games with me. These Beasts are tough to deal with, and the Bird can redirect my attacks. They're usually faster. I need to get better at resting against these Egg plays. Unfortunately, in this game, I don't. So round 5, I'm going for the Beast kill, but I'm actually landing on the Bird. And since the Bird stays alive with no poison, now I'm stressing. Now I'm thinking, uh-oh, what if their Beast kills my Bug and then my Dusk can't defend? Now I'm feeling pretty nervous. I do throw some attacks out there. I really want to kill the Beast, but I expect them to shield up, so I don't prioritize damage. I prioritize stuns. I leave them stunned. They throw the stun off with a Cottontail, and it's back and forth. In this 1v2, I was feeling pretty nervous. It's just, oh my god, we got to top 10,000 today. Then I went on a losing streak, and now I'm trying to record the video. Now I'm thinking I'm going to take another L. I mean, like, the match highlights aren't working the way I thought they would, so I lost my highlights. Like, all this shit, right? I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to lose the match again. Not like this. However, this is a good example of how tanky the Dusk is. This is one reason why the DUSK POCKY works so well. If we get into a 1v1 against a Bird like this, we can survive and kill him. So I do get the win. My opponent played pretty oddly. If they got proper value from the plant cards on round 2, I think it might have been worse. But nonetheless, at least we get a dub. I'll take it. Okay, let's keep going. To look at the marketplace in this video, let's just look up the DUSK POCKY. I think we've done a lot of bug videos lately, so I don't want to keep looking up the same bug over and over, like that sticky goo bug I've looked up in at least 2 videos in like the last week. So let's go ahead and just look it up. I don't even know what this moveset costs. Let's take a look. So it's Pocky, it's Chomp, it's Barb Strike, and it's Grass Snake. And there might be alternate builds. I'm just not really sure. It's such a new build. It's so different from what I have seen out there. This is so unusual that I don't know. Could you use Nemo on the tail? Could you use juggling balls instead of Barb Strike? Could you use this instead of that? The answer in general is I don't know. You tell me what's working for you. If you're running poison bugs, let me know. We're finding those new builds, those new styles. Anyway, it's very experimental. With that said, taking a look, these are still pretty affordable. I mean, the stats aren't going to be as good. This is 43 speed and lower speed is bad. My 46 speed is pretty good because I outspeed at least some beasts. The less beasts and mechs you outspeed, the less you're going to win those tough matchups. But yeah, these are pretty affordable. And, this one's 45 speed. These are pretty much all unbred. They're all virgin Axies, so lots of breeding opportunities maybe. Yeah, different stats for sure, but this DUSK POCKY is actually relatively affordable. I wouldn't say it's a super duper budget, right? But it could be worse. And there's actually a decent amount of them available, so this Axie is pretty fun. I mean, if these matches don't show at least some of that, then what the hell are we doing here? Okay, let's get back into it. Here's some more matches. And in this match, I'm up against another plant with the healing up front, the Rosebud plant. They do have a cattail this time, which is better against my bugs. Cattail is our worst nightmare. They have a discard bug in the middle, sticky goo in the middle, usually not the best, but they're going for that more defensive build. And then they do have another beast in the back. I'm hoping to face less beasts. If it's all beasts in the back line, I'm better off running a standard fish Pocky. So we're really hoping to see more birds and reptiles and stuff like that. With that said, this matchup looked okay. I just have to be careful. Watch out for the Night Steal and the Sirius, lots of energy steal. And watch out for Deathmark, lethal at the end. I've been blundering against Deathmark a lot lately. I need to do better, so let's watch out for that. Round 1, I decide to throw the discards because I have a lot of discards available. I'm going to empty out their hand. I don't want them stealing energy, so I'm using all 3 of my energy because, again, they have Sirius and they have Night Steal. I do discard their whole hand while also poisoning their plant, but they also discard my whole hand, so we are both top-decking. Bug mirror matches, you have to love them. Even this partial mirror, you have to love it. So many empty hands. I'm going defensive here. I have no way to try to kill them. And at first, I thought they had the double Rosebud. I was feeling pretty salty. Double heal. It's only a single heal, so it's not so bad. Using one of the cattails, getting some shields and some heals. Here, I still don't have much aggro available. Not my most aggressive draw. I decided to go for it. Honestly, I was being a little bit impatient. I maybe could have just rested one more turn. As it is, I do not get the kill. They continue to defend, but at least I don't leave any energy for them to steal. So I'm not really getting a ton of value. They just have so many shields, but at least I am keeping their hand empty, and I'm keeping my own Axie safe. Now, round 4, I think I made a mistake here, to say the least. I don't even play enough damage to kill the plant, really. I mean, if they didn't shield up at all, sure, but like 1-0 cost, I don't know. I probably should have played more. I mean, if they hadn't defended, I would have killed them. It was very frugal, maybe too frugal. The good thing, though, with 3 poison stacks, they're taking 6 damage per action, and this turn is pretty much one of the good things about poison here. They lose the card on the plant, and the plant dies before I even attack, so I'm going to get this damage on the mid. At this point, I'm just trying to keep my front bug alive as long as possible. Having this 3 versus 2 is giving me hope against these backline beasts. Like I said, we wish we had the fish, and we really need to get like a 2v1 to have a good solid outcome here. I'm trying to break through their bug, and I make a good decision. I put the poison in the middle, so I get around the sticky goo. If sticky goo blocked my Pocky, that could have been really bad. I need to kill this bug. Now, what I want y'all to notice is even at this point, it's still a little bit tough. So for the rest of the match here, I have a big head start. I have to rest on turn 1, or round 7, but the first turn of this end game, to save up some energy. They steal 1. This is why I don't try to defend. I thought they'd steal 1. I'm trying to have at least 3 energy. And then this turn, I need to play the right amount of damage to set them up so I can kill them next turn, but not activate lethal. I mean, I can try to play less, but I don't want to play too little, right? And just only hit shields. This time I do get it just right, but I'm sweating bullets here. I just really want to get this win. They don't steal any energy. They're above 30%, like 20, 30 health above, so I'm not too bad. These lethals would be terrifying if they actually had the effect. I was pretty far ahead here, but this match goes to show I was pretty far ahead, and look, it's still kind of scary. We do get the kill, but only just. They even get to hit me with one last attack in the Blood Moon Curse phase. So yeah, beasts in the back are annoying. They're pretty much the nemesis of the team. If we just get less of those, it's easier to climb. You really want to go up against more Terminators and stuff. Anyway, we got the win. It was a good match. This match, we find ourselves up against the classic Plant Double Aqua. Bugs do not like playing against Plant Double Aqua. Making matters worse, this is a Shipwreck Aqua. Tons of shields in the midline. How do we get through those shields with all Dusk and Bug Axies and the, bug parts? We do have some reptile attacks. We have Chomp. Still, this is looking tough. It's going to be hard to do damage. In a match like this, I'm generally going aggressive at the beginning. I'm hoping to get tempo early in the match. If they defend heavily on turn 1, it's going to be tough. But in this case, they don't. And as you can see, even though I don't have a kill, I'm discarding a bunch of their cards and I'm setting it up for a big win. It's the best I can do. I don't want to sit around. At least I don't think so. I think I want to be having a fast tempo. On round 2, I almost play more cards, and I decide to wait. I decide to slow down, because on round 2, I'm thinking, okay, they still have a decent amount of cards in their hand. I don't really have good lethal damage. I don't have good attacks. Rather than just keep clicking buttons, let's slow down. This is something I've noticed, because, like just today, I was attacking, like, every single turn 1, and I just started to really lose more games than I should. And, being too aggressive can cost you games. So round 2 there, I just go ahead and slow it down. Round 3, I set up a little more damage. They only have one card on the plant there. They only have the hot butt, so they elect to pass. And we're into round 4 with a surprisingly good situation. At this point, I am thinking about that double kill. I'm thinking to myself, okay, the front bug is a goner, but I don't want to lose the midline bug. What if they set up some kind of double kill? If I lose both those Axies here, I don't think I'm going to win. Look, they have 8 energy. It's a lot, right? So I do end up playing the fish snack in the midliner. I'm also playing my double Sunderclaw, going for 2 discards after the plant is dead. This way, I am going to discard cards after they're already hopefully limited. I'm also doing it on the turn when I know they want to do burst damage, right? So I wait till their plant dies, and I wait till they're doing burst damage. Then I hit them with the discard at the same time, taking them from a full hand to an almost empty hand in a matter of 1 turn, attempting to swing the momentum of the match in my favor. Now, in round 5, it's getting a little bit tricky. I don't think I can keep my bug alive, and I make a difficult decision to rest and save up to 6 energy for my Dusk, giving myself the best chance to win in the end game. I am not optimistic about a 1v2 against 2 full health fish, but I do have the advantageous body type. They are rocking all Aqua moves. If they had Revenge Arrow, Sandal, big damage, beast, and bug damage, I might be screwed. But in this case, I'm thinking maybe I have a chance. I go in heavy on the attack round 6. Notice, by the way, they have 7 energy, but very few cards. They're saving up for a burst next turn. They don't even play anything. They could have double Angry Lammed for 80 shield. In fact, if they had used double Angry Lamb, they would have survived. I might have lost the match, to be honest. They probably should have played those cards with that much energy. They did decide to rest. And here what I do is I'm on purpose going to do just enough damage to hopefully keep them out of the Angry Lamb activation range. It's not as extreme as Death Mark, which is the beast attack that applies lethal, but as you can see, deal 120% damage if this Axie's HP is below 50%. I have control over that. I decide how much damage I send at them. And while I do take them relatively close to that halfway mark, you'll see they're in the green. That means they're above 50%. They don't get a bonus on Angry Lamb. And in this case, I'm really tanked up. They don't really have a way to do lethal anyway, but it's good to keep that in mind. As you can see here, I am going to have enough damage. I do get the lethal, and it feels good. All right, I'm going to stop rambling there. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's all for today. See y'all tomorrow. Flux signing out.